beat up guitars. I'm not from Nashville and I'm not a star. I play on songs other people write, 'cause I can't figure out a 1-4-5. My old ramps are all this positive town. If you use a tone modeler, I will put you down. Real cool, a real fool, I'm a real tool.
So, how you doing? You got to hear this. You got to hear this. Tom failed. Tom failed. Tom failed. Epically failed. Just fail. Opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Tom fails every time. Listen, just in case you're getting in here, I'm the guy who says the 1958, the 1959, the 1960 Golden Era Les Paul is not the greatest guitar ever made. And I put out a challenge to Tom to guess how old this wood is. That was my challenge to Tom. Guess how old this wood is. Okay. Now, in the past, when I said, Tom, your guitar named Baby Puke, your 58 Les Paul named Baby Puke, is not the greatest sounding guitar ever made. This is what he said. This is what he said.
You know, those when you're driving through the South, off every freeway exit, there's like some really creepy, like adult bookstore, pawn shop.
Okay, Tom. So I'm saying this guitar is not the greatest guitar ever made, and you're saying you're seeing yourself driving down a road in the South, and there's an exit with a pawn shop there. Okay. Keep going.
And the parking lot's always just full of semi-truck trailers of like coked out truck drivers that are all trying to like, abduct young women and stuff.
See, this is burst believer fever. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is burst believer fever. Okay. And then when I very clearly, in other words, like if I say, well, it's not the best guitar ever made, you can make some generalizations, whatever. But I specifically said in this video, I said, Tom, tell me how old this wood is. Now, why did I say that? Because these burst believer fever guys, they always say, well, it's 150-year-old old growth forest mahogany. And then Tom, in the next video, had to up the ante and said, oh, it's 200-year-old old growth mahogany in this guitar. So I said, okay, Tom, there's a piece of wood from 1957. Tell me how old it is. Go ahead. Tell me how old it is. And guess what Tom said? Guess what Tom said? Never stop making these videos. Hold on. Let me change this here. Never stop making these videos. I got to be honest. I find your undying homosexual fascination with me quite flattering. It's one of the few things in this life I can absolutely count on no matter what. Now, please understand, people, I asked the guy, how old is a piece of wood? How old is this wood? That was my challenge to Tom. And this is his answer. If I actually was into dudes like even half as much as you are, we could have had something really special, Gus, you and me, babe. Now, I don't judge people, man. You do whatever you want to do. I mean, to me, you do whatever you want to do, man. I have nothing to say about it. Nothing to say about it. I mean, if you psychologically went into this, delved into this psyche that puts up a comment like that, I'm just. His next one. So I'm asking Tom, oh, okay, Tom, how old's the wood? Okay. And Tom says, well, hold on. Somebody says that you must use effects pedals. I didn't know that. Tom said that. It says, actually, he's quoting me wrong. What I really said was, I don't believe good tone is possible without a tone modeler. Ha, 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 like the one you use, Gus. Ha, 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 ha. So I wrote a song about Tom using AI, and I mentioned tone modelers in there. Check it out. Check it out.
My name is Tom. I play beat up guitars. I'm not from Nashville, and I'm not a star. I play on songs other people write, 'cause I can't figure out a 1-4-5. My old amps, I haul them through town. If you use a tone modeler, I will put you down. Real cool, a real fool. I'm a real tool.
So I'm asking Tom, how old is this wood? Okay. And there's other comments Tom put up there besides these comments. And one of them was, why don't you change? He was angry because I went in. I don't know if you saw the video where I go in and correct Tom's Wikipedia page. I put the correct information into his Wikipedia page because it was wrong. It was mistaken. It was a lie. It was exaggerated. It was blown out of proportion. So I went in and corrected it. Now he comments, well, why don't you go in and change my Wikipedia page back? No, Tom. No, Tom. I'm not going to allow you to lie to people on your Wikipedia page. Okay? And then he gets on a video and he says, don't worry about the Wikipedia page, guys. Don't look at that anymore because it's now been changed to reflect reality. I don't want that. So get on this website. It's called Muso AI. And you know what? I said, you know what? Just for fun, I'll get on there. Just for fun. So I got on this Muso AI website. And let me tell you something. I was shocked. Because this website had Tom playing on a Taylor Swift record. And I said, no. I said, no. I'm not, no way am I buying that, Tom. Tom, I am not buying that, buddy. No, hell no. You did not play on a Taylor Swift record. But yet, if you looked at his credit, you would say, wow, he played on a Taylor Swift record. Let's see if I can find it here. Right here. This is what it was. It was back to December on his page. It was on there before I saw it. See, once I saw it, just like the Wikipedia page, where the Wikipedia page, before I got on it, said 1,200 albums. After I got on it, it said 600 because I corrected it. When I saw this on there, back to December, that Tom played on it, I had to correct it. I had to change it. I can't let Tom, in his state of burst believer fever, live with these lies. Listen to this next one. This one's good too. I think this one's got a female singer on it here.
My name is Tom, I play beat up guitars. I'm not from Nashville, I'm not a star. I play on songs other people write, 'cause I can't figure out a 1-4-5. too.
So anyway, I got on here and I saw that Tom supposedly played on the Taylor Swift. I said, no, Tom, no, I'm not going to let you lie to the world. Not going to do that. So I wrote to Muso AI. I said, wait a minute. I'm wondering how Tom Bukovac is credited on this song Back to December by Taylor Swift when I cannot find him on the credits of either the original release or the Taylor's version release. He is not listed on either song on her credits from the CDs. I think that's a fair question. When you're not credited on a CD, and yet here you are credited on their website, which one's correct, Tom? Taylor Swift gave you 0 credit on her record. Not 1 credit did she give you on her record. Okay? You got no credits on that record. But on the website that you point us to, isn't it funny how you point us to a website that has a blown up resume that you played on the Taylor Swift record? So I said, no, Tom. No. Just like I corrected your wiki page, I'm going to correct this too. So I wrote the guys and they wrote me back. Oh, yeah. Well, upon checking, hold on, let me see if I can move this here. Upon checking, he was credited on both Jacksta and Tidal. So they got their information from 2 more erroneous websites. Okay. And this is the problem, people, when you believe this stuff, when you just blindly believe anything anybody tells you, you're misled. You're misled, and you lose your own power as a human being, and you give it up to people like Tom Bukovac. Play a G chord on your guitar. Put a G chord on your guitar and strum it. You just played a G chord as well as Tom Bukovac. Okay? You don't need to put up some false idol that you have to worship, Tom Bukovac. You can play a G chord too, just like Tom. When Tom puts his fingers on a G chord, it's just like you do. Bling, that's it. So I say, yeah, man, okay, so they're on Jackson Tidal. I get that, but on the original album, Taylor's record, on her original CD, there's no credit for Tom Bukovac. So how does one get credit for a record on your website when they ain't even credited on the record? The guy says from Muso AI, well, I'll relay this to the team to investigate and remove if needed. I said, thanks so much for your help. Here are screenshots where Taylor does not give Tom credit, where Tom is not involved in the making of this record. Okay. He says, thanks. Thanks for basically doing my research for me. No problem, dude. No problem. So what happens next? This was before I wrote Muso AI to tell them, hey, by the way, guys, Tom didn't play on the Taylor Swift record like he says he did. And it's gone. What do you know? What do you know, Tom? And you're erased from the credits of musicians. You're no longer on here, Tom. You were on here last week, okay? Until I got on your website and corrected it. Until I got on Muso AI and corrected it. Just like I corrected your wiki page, Tom. Okay? I'm doing you a favor and I'm correcting you. I took you off of Taylor Swift's credits. So you are no longer on her credits for Back to December. And guess what I'm going to do next, Tom? I'm going to take you off of this one too. See, you're erroneously, right here, guys, he's erroneously listed on this song, which is on the same record, where he's not credited by Taylor Swift. He's erroneous, and he's associating himself and blowing himself up and blowing up his reputation by going, look, I played on the Taylor Swift record. Just get on Muso AI and look. Well, Tom, I'm going to have that erased too, just like I had your Back to December credit for Taylor Swift erased. See that, Tom? It's gone. You're no longer credited with a Taylor Swift album, okay? You're no longer credited with playing on a Taylor Swift song. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And you better pray, Tom, that I don't have some time on my hands, because if I start going through these, how many of them are fake, Tom? How many of these are lies, Tom? The first one that I looked at, guys, this is just the first one that I looked at. I didn't look at any other. I just said, well, that's appalling that he thinks he played on a Taylor, or somebody thinks he played on a Taylor Swift record. That's really sickening. And that's the one I investigated. And guess what? It turned out to be false. It turned out to be a lie. It turned out to be not true. How many of these other ones are not true? So, Tom, you better pray I don't have time to go through these and start correcting your Muso AI page. Hold on. Let's listen to another one of these songs here. Oh, this is a good one too. This is a good one too. Check it out.
My name is Tom. They beat up guitars. I'm not from Nashville and I'm not a star. I play on songs other people write, 'cause I can't figure out a 1-4-5. My old amps, I haul them through time. If you use the tone marker, I will put you down. Real cool, a real fool. I'm a real tool.
So I put out the challenge to Tom. I said, Tom, just tell me how old this piece of wood is. He failed. But the reason why, people, is because the legend, the myth of this guitar, this 58, 59, 60 guitar, is it's made with old growth, 150-year-old, old growth mahogany. Okay. And what they're saying is, look, I am telling you this guitar is 150-year-old wood. Your guitar is just some farmed wood. It's nothing. This is 150-year-old wood. Okay. And I just proved that there's no way to say that. You can't say that because there's 90-year-old wood in that forest. What they do is they cut the trees down by board feet. They don't cut the tree down by age. And no board is labeled with an age on it. So no logger goes into the forest, cuts down a tree that's 150 years old, counts the rings and goes, okay, all the boards that come, it's 150 years old. Every board that comes off of this, label 150 years old. That doesn't happen. They cut the tree down. Okay, first of all, they determine if it has enough board feet, which on a mahogany tree is anywhere from 60 to 80 years minimum, depending upon who you talk to. 75 to 80 minimum, other people. Okay, so let's just say 75, 80 years minimum. We know the tree's probably 75, 80 years old minimum, but we don't know if it's 150. We don't know if it's 160. We don't know if it's 90. We don't know if it's 80. We don't know if it's 95. We don't know if it's 110. We don't know any of that. When they send the tree to the mill, they saw the boards. They don't say, oh, this came from a 150-year-old tree. They don't say that. That's not in there. There's no information to be able to tell how old the wood in your guitar is. So when these guys say, oh yeah, this is a 150-year-old old growth mahogany, they're implying it's 150 years old. They're basically telling you my guitar is better than yours because the wood's 150 years old. When there's no way they can make that statement. That statement is false. You don't know how old the wood of your guitar is. And I got more. Trust me, I got more on this. All right. And I'm going to go into it some more. But as of now, burst believer fever is in full effect in Tom Bukovac. And I am going to attempt to break the myth of the 59, break the myth of the Golden Era Les Paul, and clear things up for Tom.
Mushy in my tone, pop sounds so good. Baby Cupid's made of old Honduran wood. My buddy Jason, he ain't real smart. He spent it to $500,000 on the no guitar. In the studio, I'm told what to play. No matter how bad it is, I still get paid. YouTube is good, but SoundCloud is bad. I'm the best guitar player Nashville ever had.
All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you next time.